Hey guys, it's Dr. Apolli, and here is the second of my 5-part eSports improvement series. Today's lesson is on exercise. When people traditionally think of exercise, they talk about how it's good for your heart, gives you big muscles, and helps you lose weight. Now those are all great for your health, and we should all be striving to achieve those to some extent, but they aren't nearly as compelling as the plethora of other benefits exercise can grant you. Good for your heart is hard to conceptualize for a lot of people and is only really appealing for old folk. Losing weight is a huge problem almost all first world countries are facing, but it certainly doesn't apply to all of us. Not to mention that recent data is starting to show that exercise isn't even the most effective way to lose weight, not by a long shot. Improving our physique is something that we can at least all relate to. Whether you want a big bulky Hulk physique, a small and slender Saitama physique, or somewhere in the middle like Goku or Superman, we've probably all had a dream body that we aspire. But even that isn't enough for most people. Exercise does wonders for your body, but what I'm here to talk about is something that people don't usually think about in regards to exercise. Something that I'm willing to argue exercise helps even more. I want to talk to you today about how exercise affects the brain. Exercise has been proven to help people reduce stress, destroy anxiety, improve mood to the point where it's lifted people out of depression, and increase focus to the point where people with ADHD have opted to withdraw from their medication. The California Department of Education has consistently shown that students with higher fitness scores have higher test scores. So it's clear that it does help your mind function. Now, school is far more predictable, self-contained, and less dynamic than Smash, but the concepts of focus, adaptation, and spatial awareness are also linked to exercise. Before the age of industrialization, our species was constantly on the move. We didn't have water with the flip of a switch. We had to go to a well or lake and carry it out. If we wanted food, we had to go out and grab it from a tree or kill an animal. As humans, we are meant to move. It's only recently in the modern era where we're encouraged to live an extremely solitary life. But this isn't ideal if you want to optimize the performance of our brain. Exercise puts our body in a shocked state. Again, back in the old days, if we were sprinting, it meant danger. If we were swimming, we were maybe trying to catch a fish and our brain was sparked to start thinking more. We had to be more cognitively aware. When we used to travel by foot, we had to be very aware of our surroundings, make landmarks, paying attention to every nuance. Nowadays, we don't face any of those problems. All we could ever need is readily available to us. Now that we're relatively stationary, we're telling our brains we're safe and that we don't need to work. So bringing it back to eSports, it's not only unhealthy for us to stay in all day, but you're actually limiting your cognitive potential by not getting up and exercising. What I just shared with you is a small section of an ebook I'm working on. The title is still pending, but it's essentially on eSports and sustainability. I've actually been thinking about it on and off for almost a year now, so if you want to stay up to date on my progress with that, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter. Anyway, that's all the theory and evidence I want to talk about for this video. Again, there's a lot more coming to my ebook, but now I think it's only appropriate if I give you some actual application. So here are just a few general exercises and exercise routines to help you get started. These don't require a gym membership, and the most you'll need is a pull-up bar, which can be found at a local playground. This is the best time as ever to shout out my Instagram account, Apolli Athletics. Yeah, I'm very passionate about this stuff. So just to start off and get you familiar with working out, my number one advice is to just work out. You really don't need a gym, you can just do push-ups at home. At most, walk up to a playground and do pull-ups. Do a set and rep range that challenges you. If you don't know how many you can do or what sets and reps even are, aim for 100 push-ups one day and then alternate that with 50 pull-ups the next day. I'm assuming a lot of you are complete beginners, so this is just a guideline to help you get active. If your goal is to lose weight, again, exercise isn't really the most effective way to do that, but doing cardio along with high-intensity interval training, mixing that with some full-body exercises such as burpees and planks, would be ideal if that is your goal. Regardless of your training, I do believe that you should be incorporating resistance training along with aerobic training. Most of the benefits exercise has with your brain has to do with aerobic exercises, but resistance training also works. Again, this is a very general breakdown. If you'd like more information, shoot me a DM on Instagram, Twitter, or Discord. The next part will be on meditation, flow state, and mindfulness. The rest of this 5-part series is available on Patreon if you want to get early access. If not, until next time, peace.